Hi guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, I want to share with you guys my top 10 tips on traveling. I'll introduce you guys setting up your flight ticket, money, sleeping, and communication arrangements. So once you've chosen what country you want to travel to, my first recommendation is to have an action plan. Why? It ensures at a minimum that you check off the must-dos when you're there and to experience the most out of your trip. So I divide this process into 3 steps. The first is to brainstorm and collect all the places and activities that you want to see and do. You list them out. You can do this by researching and Google. You can do this by researching on Google and on YouTube. There's YouTube channels that kind of give you recommendations, a list of top 10 things to do in certain countries. There's also channels where the person vlogs of their traveling experiences. Get a scope of what looks interesting. Maybe try something new, something out of your comfort zone. That's the purpose of traveling in the first place. Okay, second is Google Maps is your friend. Bookmark and cluster the places you want to visit on Google Maps. Make the most of your time by hitting as many places as you can in the same or similar area on Google Maps. This saves you time in commuting. Third, now plot them on a Gantt chart, where you want to go and what you want to get done that day. And it's okay if you don't get to finish everything on that schedule. It's meant to give you a sense of direction. Don't be afraid to deviate from your path. Many hidden gems are often found by random curiosity. Okay, my second tip is flight prices, how to save you money. So I'll give you guys 2 points. The first is if you buy months ahead of time, it will often be more cheaper compared to buying a week before you leave. And then the second point is you can use apps like Hopper and websites like Expedia to forecast and compare prices. You can also check the airline's official websites to see if they're offering any promotions and special deals. My third recommendation is arranging your money and finances. Make sure you have enough to sustain and enjoy yourself during your trip. I'll hit on 2 points. First, cash is king in any country. Inquire with your friends and colleagues who have been to that country that you're planning to visit. You can Google forums like Reddit and determine what range of spending it will be like per day. So once you determine how much you need for your entire trip, use your bank to purchase the foreign currency. This will take a couple of days to process. And then my second point is to utilize a credit card with no foreign transaction fees. This credit card is specifically for traveling. This will prevent additional costs, and some cards will also reward you points or cash back. So my fourth tip will be on sleeping arrangements, where to sleep, where to clean yourself up. Depending on which country you visit, you may choose between a hotel and a hostel. With a hostel, it's a great place to meet people and make friends. Some hostels have a cafe and hangout spot where you can meet people from all over the world. You can share stories, you can share experiences, and even go out in the same night with that same person. It's a great social experience. So for example, in Japan, the hostels cost around $25 Canadian a day, and they are super clean. The quality is on par with hotels here in Canada. With hotels, you go to these when you're in a country where you want to prioritize safety and cleanliness, and where the country's currency is fairly weak, that it won't break your wallet. My fifth tip is arranging communication, getting Wi-Fi and phone signal in a foreign country. So most likely your current service provider does not have the range in the country that you're visiting. It's more practical to arrange yourself a pocket Wi-Fi or rent a phone through a third party. You can pay and set these up online through the service provider's website. You can usually pick these up at the airport once you arrive. Also, second point is have a Google translator readily on your phone. If you can't speak the language in that country, you can at least show the locals the text on Google Translate, or at least let Siri speak it for you. My sixth tip is travel carry on only. This is my favorite tip. This is something that I live by, and wherever I travel, I follow this principle. Travel carry on only. So this saves you money and saves you time. You don't have to pay additional luggage fees, and you don't have to wait for your luggage to pop out onto that conveyor belt each time you get off the airplane. Your belongings are with you at all times. You carry less, you travel light, and you have less storage hassles. So I'll hit on 2 points. Most airlines will allow you to bring 2 items onto the plane. Make sure when you buy your bags and luggage bag that you check out the measurement specifications to make sure that they match and satisfy the requirements of the airlines. The most common measurements allowed on airlines are, so for free carry-on luggage, it'll be 53 centimeters in height, 38 centimeters in length, and 23 centimeters in width. And then for your carry-on item, which can be, for example, a backpack or a tote purse, this will be 41 centimeters in height, 33 centimeters in length, and 15 centimeters in width. The second point is you're probably wondering, how will I pack all this stuff into 2 bags? I'll give you guys 3 tips. So the first is during your packing, roll your clothes and use elastic bands to compress them. So for example, let's say I have a pair of pants, right? What you want to do is you want to flat your pants out and then roll it as tightly as you can into something that looks like this, a row. And then you can use elastic bands to compress them further. So this should help you save space while packing. And then also carry an extra bag of elastic bands in your luggage bag. You can further group and compress this by having organizers. So for example, I have organizers like this, which I purchased from Mech, which is a great company, by the way. So they come in various sizes. I have like a small one for like accessories and socks and belts. I have a medium-sized one for like, let's say, dress shirts. And then I have larger size ones like this one for shoes or pants. And then, so with once you've rolled these pants up, you can categorize your clothes by putting them into the organizers like this. And then you squeeze them in, you zip them up, and then, so within this one bag, you can usually squeeze in 3 or 4 pairs of pants, which is pretty good. And the bag basically compresses them even further. So during packing, roll your clothes and use elastic bands to compress them. Use organizers to help organize the category of your clothes, and the organizers will also help protect your clothes as well. And then also, just an extra point, maybe leave some empty space in your luggage in case if you go shopping and you purchase items in that foreign country that you want to bring back home. Okay, my 7th tip is having an inventory count checklist. Perform an inventory count at the beginning of your trip before you leave, and one at the end of your trip when you're returning home. This will help keep track of the items you left with and the items you should be returning with. So 2 points for this. For me, I create on Excel 3 lists. What items are on me, what items are in my backpack, and what items are in my luggage. And then the second point is examples of essential items I bring with me are like my bronze shaver, electric toothbrush, floss, and the chargers. 2 phones for Google Maps, Google Translator, and for taking pictures. I keep one on and the other one off usually to rotate in case if one phone dies. An 8-man action cam in case if I want to vlog or record some video clips, a laptop to read ebooks while on the flight or Google things or access the internet when I'm at the hotel or hostel. And then remember to carry fitness clothes, swimwear. I like to bring Crocs, running shoes in case I want to participate in physical activities or try out a recreation facility. My 8th tip is to check in online. The day before your flight, you can check in online through your airline's website. That way, you don't have to wait in line to check in when you're actually at the airport. My 9th tip is to back up your items. And I'll hit on 2 points with this. First is to leave a business card or create a contact card with your name, phone number, and email, and then put this card in each of your bags, your wallet, your phone case, and your passport wallet. So in case if you do lose something, it will be easier. It makes it easier for the person who picked it up to reach out to you. Someone can contact you to return it. Second is to photocopy or take a photo of your passport, your license, and your social insurance. So in case if you do lose these items, you have some evidence to prove who you are. You don't want to be stuck in another country without an identity. Okay, what's tip number 10? Have fun. Life is too short, guys. You go and see the world. It has so much to offer.